last winter I spent roughing it on the streets.
I was heading for homelessness.
I come out at the wrong time of the army with the recession going on.
I was a mess.
So it was hard to find a job.
Drugs and alcohol, so on and so forth.
A lot of ex-servicemen slip through the net.
You end up in the cycle of homelessness.
And they are living on the streets.
I probably wouldn't be alive now if it wasn't for them, to tell you the truth. I got to hear about the Sir Oswald Stoll Foundation through word of mouth. A friend of mine, he mentioned to me that all ex-veterans, not those that just come out and served in Iraq, are entitled to an accommodation and help from the Sir Oswald Stoll Foundation.
I heard about this place through a friend of mine one night in a pub. So I came, spoke to the office, was explained that this place is for disabled and for people with mental health issues such as post-traumatic stress, which is what I suffer from. I was very, very angry when I came out of the army. They've helped to take away a lot of that pain.
When Oswald Stoll set this up, he didn't do it as an act of vanity to put his name to it. It was originally called the War Seal Foundation. It was a simple idea that actually veterans returning from the front of the First World War who needed housing and support could get it here. His idea fired up the royal family, it fired up big business and the arts. So the King, the Queen supported Jesse Boot, who had a chain of chemists, was involved. Gordon Selfridge with his stall on Oxford Street. Many of the arts and theatre impresarios that Stoll worked with got involved.
What the foundation has done for me has changed my direction in life a lot, yeah, very much so.
I asked the question during the conversation what was happening with the downstairs of this building because it was empty. And the vicar told me that they had an intention to turn it into a community cafe for the local residents and park users and so on and so forth, and that they were producing a tender document that they were going to send out. With that, my heart sort of sank a bit because we didn't have an awful lot of money, but nevertheless I asked to go on the tender list. My
first day here it was quite like, wow, do you know what I mean? Because I've never done chefing before, except when I was at school. In the past 6 months I've learned quite a lot, yeah. I mean, I'm getting my knife techniques better now. I'm learning more about the menu, more and more each day.
We won the tender, and then we went after a grant from the Department of the Communities, and we were successful based on the plan of the Prize Bank Cafe and the training program. But we also had a huge influx of money from the supporters of the Oswald Stoll Foundation. A lot of those people who wrote cheques out for this project will be at the dinner, the foundation annual dinner, and it's time that we thank them for what they've done for us.
Bob's influence in this place has been a lot, actually. He does a lot behind the scenes that people don't see, like obviously sorting out the college courses for the other apprenticeships, plus myself, working out placements in restaurant kitchens. There's quite a lot that he's done for this place.
There was no cafe here. This was an empty building for the best part of 15 to 18 years. All it was refreshment rooms way back when. If you've got a dream, if you believe, and you push hard enough, and in some cases drive some good people mad, and in the end they give in to you, you can get there. So, you know, for me, it's a success. We've had, as I said earlier on, roughly 25 men go through our hands since we've been here. Some have succeeded, some have failed, unfortunately. But we got them out of bed, we got them to work. And we got them to work well. We got them back in uniform because I'm a great believer, albeit I'm just like this today, but there's not much I can do about it. Back in uniform, back to work. Sense of pride, some esteem within the community. These aren't second chance men, these are British servicemen. So they don't need no second chances, they just need a chance and they'll do the job.
We still love our big donors, and they're very, very useful to us, and we're grateful for their efforts. But actually we shouldn't forget this entire foundation, mansions, is built on halfpennies. War seals were sold for a halfpenny. The war seal was a little stamp that you put on the back of your envelope in the days before gummed envelopes to seal it. And you used them to seal your envelope. And you showed that you really cared and supported by sealing your letters in that way, and they sold millions. As I said, we love our big donors, but we're well aware we have a long history of small and regular donation, which can make a difference.
This place picked me up. It sent me on different courses to help to understand myself. And so they've helped me to realise that, you know, I've got a future, and they'll get me there provided I want to.
I mean, they've rehoused me in London, sorted me out with a steady job, so I'm much appreciated for that. Yeah.
Lucky enough, I was been selected and eligible enough to be housed in a Sir Oswald Stoll Foundation property, which I'm deeply grateful for. So with this house and this new opportunity, I'm going to have a more positive outlook on life. So that's what it's given to me personally. I'm hoping that this is the start of a new beginning for me.
The needs of this place are increasing. We all can read the papers. We know the damage being done to our troops at the moment. Veterans will still need this place for years to come.